Welcome back to the Global Local Top Tips, and today a dinner bread roll. There's something really special about making your own rolls for dinner, something that's sweet and salty. I'm going to show you my best recipe today. Let's get stuck in. These dishes are in preparation for the festive season, building up our repertoire of dishes so when it comes to the big day we know exactly what we're doing. So to get started with our bread rolls, I've got some strong flour here, or baker's flour, and to that I'm going to add in some dried yeast, 2 tablespoons of sugar. So these rolls are going to be sweet and savoury. Got some salt, about a half teaspoon of salt, and just give them a quick little mix around. I've got 50 grams of melted butter, and then warm milk. So not too hot, just enough just to take the coldness off it. And the best way to figure that is body temperature. So just adding a little bit in. And again, I'll put all these ingredients in the description below. So when it comes together like that, just clean off your spoon, and then just make sure the bowl is nice and clean, and then bring it out onto your table. A little bit of flour, and then just give it a quick knead. Same technique as we used before, pulling the dough back and pushing it forward. Or you can use the palm of your hand either. Into a bowl, and back into our bowl. We'll cover it with Glad wrap, and we'll leave it in a warm place for about 40 minutes. Now our bread has had its time to prove, and we're just going to take it down. We're just going to back onto a flour table again. We're just going to knock it back, and it's got so much softer over that 40 minutes. Bring it back into the bowl, and I find the easiest way to do this is to roll it into a log shape, and then just cut it into pieces. So the dish I'm going to bake it in is an earthenware dish. You can do it on a roasting tray or a baking tray. I've just put a little bit of spray oil down there, and I've lined it with greaseproof paper. Now the reason why I'm using the earthenware dish is because it has a lid, and I want to almost steam these buns as they prove up. So they're going to be beautiful and soft and fluffy, but they're going to have a crispy top to them. So just kneading them into a ball, and then just to shape them. And you want to put them pretty close together in the dish, so when they're proved they actually touch, so you can rip them apart then when they're baked. I'm going to bake them for 15 minutes with the lid on, and then just 3 or 4 minutes with the lid off. These rolls are perfect for dinner any day of the week, but I think they're extra special at Thanksgiving and on Christmas Day. So back on with our lid, and now we want to let them prove for a further 20 minutes till they start touching. Now our bread rolls have had time to prove up, and let's have a look. So you can see they've proved up perfectly, and they've all started to touch each other. Now what we need to do is we've got a cracked egg here. And we're just going to very, very, very gently just brush the top of them. You want to be very gently because you don't want to deflate the bread at this stage. Just making sure that you don't have any big drips going down the side. You want to cover the top completely, but just don't be too hasty with it. Get a nice cover right over. Put that aside. And now just on the top, just some nice salt, sea salt or rock salt, just crushed on top. Now straight into the oven for 15 minutes with the lid on, then take the lid off, back into the oven for another 3 or 4 minutes just to crisp up the top. So our bread is out of the oven and it's looking pretty good. For the last 3 or 4 minutes, I took the lid off just to let it crisp up on the outside. Let it cool down for at least 10 or 15 minutes before you rip it apart. This is why we have the greaseproof paper on the bottom. Just simply lift it up and look at that. And we can just rip this apart and look how light that is, how soft it is. It is such a fantastic dinner roll. It's such an easy recipe to follow. A little bit sweet, a little bit salty. What more do you want? So there is my best recipe for dinner rolls. A little bit sweet, a little bit salty, perfect for any occasion. If you enjoy our videos and you'd like to support us in the future, please consider joining our Patreon group. There's some awesome extras, Q&A sessions, our upcoming cookbooks, and some unseen videos. Well, there you have it. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please comment down below any videos you'd like to see in the future. Hit that like button, the subscribe button, and the bell icon. And we'll see you soon.